Maayong ugto sa inyong tanan. First of all, thank you very much for all the tributes. Thank you very much for all the preparations. Kami, kagang akon mga anak, are very, very happy that you have all come out to see Mayor for the last time. Si Kito kag ako, the first time we met was 25 years ago. Pasyente ko siya sa ospital, sa Medical City. Siling ng mga nurse akon, Doc, kadto ka sa room 218, may bago na pasyente. Galing kay kasuplado. Kasuplado. So, nagkadto ako sa iya. Siling ko, di man sa suplado. Dako lang ang iya nga tinog. Siling na mga upod niya, hindi, Doc. Pag nagasulod lang si Doc Irene, nagabuot siya. Kung hindi, suplado man siya gyapon. So that's how we met. And he would always tease me after we got married because we got married 2 years after. Ang isa ka maninoy namin was, as you saw earlier, Tito Jo Marie Chan. Tani ang iya nga papa, galing kay napatay si Mr. Tony Chan. So nagtawag si Tito Jo Marie kay Kito at naghambal siya. Like a true gentleman, ako ang mabulo sa akong papa, I will be your maninoy. And we were very honored when he became our maninoy. Kito was a very loving husband. He was funny. He was funny. He made me laugh. He made many people laugh with his jokes. He was always full of surprises. He would always come with gifts to us, not just me, also my children. And it didn't have to be a dako na gift. It didn't have to be an expensive gift. It could be, like everybody or most of you know here, kay uyon ko ang Bisaya na mais. So he would come, isa kasako na Bisaya na mais, na ginatali niya sa likod sang iya nga motor. Ginabakal niya sa Valladolid. Kalagan siya sa Bacolod, kalupad ang mga mais para lang pag-abot niya sa Bacolod, ara may mais para sa akon. It could even be mani. It didn't matter. For the children, it could be anything. It could be anything. It could be a bike, nung gamay sila. It could be siopaw, kay favorite ni Enrique ang siopaw. It could be kay Juan Miguel, crabs. Kay Alberto, lobster. It didn't matter. He always had something for us. He was very good to my children, and he was very, very proud of them. What was surprising, nung nag-umpisa ang wake ni Kito, ni Mayor Kito, damo gid na taong nagasulod, and like what SB Elsa was saying, they would tell us na ginbuligan sila o ginkadtuan nila sila ni Kito long, long ago. Two of my sisters, Gretchen and Rachel, arrived the day after Kito passed away. And they were telling me, we are so shocked. Gasulod ang tao gahibi. May hoben, may tigulang, gahibi. Kay kahambal sila, si Kito, best friend ko. So they asked me, pila ang best friend ni Kito? Nga parang tanan best friend niya. He made everybody feel you were his best friend. That was the kind of person he was. He helped so many people that we weren't even aware of. But there are 3 things, I think, that were very, very important to him besides family and God. The first was children, and that was manifested here in Isabela. His program for children was unsurpassed. He would have programs para especially for Christmas. Siling niya, may kapigado na sang kabataan. Let's give them special memories. Let's give them special moments. Nagpahimo siya ng tren. Every Christmas, ginapalagan niya for 9 days. Gahatag siya pagkaon, ginapahakot niya ang mga kabataan from the different barangays, Gahatag siya pagkaon, gahatag siya prizes, games, everything just so that the children could enjoy and feel like it was Christmas, even only once in their lifetimes. Second, then he built that merry-go-round last year. And the question which surprised me was when Arceline namangkot siya. Siling niya, Dok, gapamangkot ang mga barangay kapitan kung pakatuin natin diri ang kabataan. Te, pag-ara na ang merry-go-round, te pilang sukot nyo, siling namon. Siling ko, I said, Arceline, up to now, you still do not know Mayor? When did Mayor ever charge for anything, especially from the children? That is his gift to them. He will not charge. That is his greatest joy. And also, the second other thing that was very important to him was education. Kabalo kayo about the municipal scholars, but some of you might not know that Quito had scholars even way before he was in politics. He had Enrique Montilla Jr. scholars. Enrique Montilla Jr. is his father. And he named his scholarship after his father. And this continued. It just expanded and expanded, especially when he became mayor. And yet over 1,000 scholars. And even those who would come to him begging, or not even begging, just asking kung pwede silang mag-scholar. Kay gakabit lang sila. Ang average na tani na gusto ni Mayor was 85. May mabot na 84.3, 84.5, 84.7, kung kisa 79. Galing kay naluoy si Mayor. He doesn't know how to say no, especially if it is something that will change the life of that person. So here in Isabela, I know he has changed the lives of so many children and so many people. The third important thing to him was so that the people of Isabela will gain pride in their town, which was why his slogan was quality matters. For him, he said, if my townsmates see how beautiful their town can be, how happy the people can be, how well equipped the municipio can be, then they will take pride in being an Isabeleño. They will take pride of being a part of Isabela, and they will take this with them wherever they go. Si Quito used to be, some of you might say bugalon, some of you might say suplado. For me, dako lang ang iyang atinog. But this is the thing or the grace of having passed through illness. Nagmagmasakit ka. It mellows you. It mellows you so that you become the perfect kind of person God wants you to be. He was a patient of Riverside and was being dialyzed. But every time gasulod siya and he sees other patients, especially the husband of one of our employees, Maria Alba, naluoy siya. He really gets very, very sad. And I told him, but why? Pasyente ka man. You're also a patient. And he says, yes, but I have all of these people with me. I have these resources. And most of these people, they don't. So I really feel really, really very sad. And that's what mellowed him. Being ill. Being ill made him a better person. On the day my husband Quito passed away, my 3 children were not here. My 2 younger boys, one Miguel Enrique, had just left to meet their brother Alberto in LA. We were not expecting anything bad to happen to Quito, aside from the usual being dialyzed. But something very bad happened. He had a heart attack. The flight of my children was at 11:40. At 11 o'clock, they were texting me. "We're boarding, Mom." Their dad told me, and he was still okay, just feeling a little bit tired. Text them, tell them, be safe, but have a blast. And I saw on my phone that it was at 11:38. At 12 o'clock, he started having pains, and we took him by ambulance. So within 5 minutes, he was there. In the ambulance, he still tried to raise his head. But as soon as the stretcher rolled into the emergency room, I saw his eyes go up. His eyes went up to heaven. And we no longer could resuscitate him despite all the efforts. I had to break the news, of course, of the very sad news to my children. They were not here. And everybody was worried. Isa lang si Doc. Isa lang siya. Wala kabataan niya. Wala siya upod. And I said, no, ara lang siya si Quito. Ara lang siya. He will not leave me alone. My greatest fear was that my children will find out about the father's death through social media. So I asked that please don't post yet anything about Mayor Quito. I prayed, please God, don't let my children find out that way. That would be too traumatic. It is too painful already as it is. My sister Lyria in San Francisco flew to LA to be with them. At almost exactly the same time she landed, they landed. And everybody was praying. And I had to do the hardest job I think a mother can do, to break the news of their to their children of their father's demise. And my knees were shaking at 3 in the morning. Kaya that was the time they landed. 3 in the morning here. They landed in LA. By the time my sisters were here already and my knees were shaking, I was so afraid. But I broke it to them. And of course, they were devastated. They loved their father very much. Palangga nila si papa nila. Just as much as palangga ni papa nila sila. And they had to come back immediately. And when they came back, they went straight from the airport sa Rolling Hills. And I knew their pain. Kapangakik sila. They were very, very sad. And I told them, wouldn't it have been sadder if you weren't sad? Wouldn't it have been more painful if you weren't in pain? And so it went. They realized it. But I guess it only really hit them when we got here. On our travel south, papulit diri sa Isabela, ang banwa na palangga ni Quito. On our way here, ara pa lang kami sa Pulupandan, sa Ubay. There was a stretch of white. People in white, throwing white confetti, white flowers, white balloons, white boards saying, "We love you, Quito." That broke our hearts. We weren't even in Isabela yet. Layo pa kami. Then we got to Inigaran, Narawis. There was another stretch of white, waving. "Mayor, we love you. We love you." And then we crossed over sa Bagakay. And as soon as you hit Rumirang, there was a whole stretch left and right of people in white, waving flags. shouting Kito's name. And my children and I came up and we were so overwhelmed. We looked through the balconaje. So many people. And my eldest son told me, now I understand. This was Daddy's reason for living. This was his purpose in life. He had everything. He had done everything. There was nothing more he could ask for. But being the mayor of Isabela gave him purpose. And because of that, Alberto, Juan Miguel, Enrique, and I are very grateful for all of you for your support sa inyong pagpalangga kay Kito. I know you loved him. I know you love him as much as we do. His greatest regret, and I will tell you this only in secret, is that he never got to see his grandchildren. Siling niya kay Alberto, magka-baby ka na. He was only 18. Then, I said, wag lang anay, kay kawaben pa sila. But no, he said, I want to see my grandchildren. And I assured him he would. I'm sorry, Kito, you won't be able to see them, but I'm sure you will be very proud of them, just as much as you're very proud of your children. And we are of you. To my Isabela family, our Isabela family, Alberto, Juan Miguel, EJ, please join me. We love you all very much. Maraming salamat po. Madamugid na salamat. Vamos, Isabela.